it's Elizabeth from the Toy Hoarder. Today I have another complete set of toys. These are from Showdown Bandit. Now, I don't actually know anything about this. It's made by Kindly Beast. This is from Series 1, and there are 3 characters. Here is Grieves, and we'll get him open in just a minute. And then I'll show you what I was looking at on the back of the box. There's all 3 of them. Then we've got Miss Undertaker. And the back of her box is pretty much the same thing. And then we have Bandit. One of those wooden marionette puppets. And this is so cool because, as you who watch my channel probably know, I'm a big Toy Story fan, and you know, anyone noticed my shirt. It was the only cowboy thing I had for this, but I wish I had a cowboy Halloween shirt. Anyway, I'm sorry you guys, I'm getting off track, but what's neat is that Woody was initially designed to be a marionette puppet. So I think it's super fun that they have this bandit cowboy who is a wooden marionette puppet, but I mean, he's a little spooky, but he's kind of supposed to be for this Halloween type theme, so I'm pretty excited to get them open. Should just be able to peel the plastic off of the cardboard and then pop everything out. They're not secured in any other way, so I'm going to do that for you guys real quick. So then the plastic tray comes out. Now I've got the saw blade, the deer head, and the Grieves figure. So not too bad on unboxing for these. I don't know why I have this need to buy cool toys that I don't even have any idea what they're from, but that's part of the marketing too. I mean, if you can make a toy that's still cool to someone who has no idea what the reference is, you've done a good job, right? So let's see the toy value on these, shall we? Oh my goodness, he's got this little gun. It's got a fishing reel on it. Okay, he was a little more stuck in the box, but everybody else came out pretty easily. Super cool. Let's see if any of these stand on their own. Oh my goodness. Okay, cool. They all stand, which is really fun. You guys, this is not a sword. He has taped half a scissor blade to his arm, like with duct tape almost. Check this out. How fun is that? You know what? This guy actually reminds me a little bit of one of the characters from a movie called 9. It's an animated film that was actually based off of a short film that a college student made, which is so awesome. I mean, a major movie company calls you and goes, hey, I love your short, let's make it a movie. Anyway, topic for another video, but here is Grieves up close. Here is Miss Undertaker up close. And here is, what did I say his name? Bandit up close. Still learning on these, you guys. All right, and here's our little accessories. So this is very Woody-esque, this deer skull that we've got here. And on the back, it's got a couple little holes in it. All right, there you go. You can see his 3 fingers. So maybe he can hold this in his hand here. Oh, I guess there's 4. There's one really tiny one. But now he can hold on to it. So that's cool. Now you won't lose that accessory, at least. Posability and articulation. Okay, he does have a 360-degree swivel in his head. And no tilt. It's not a ball joint. It's just a twisting joint. Then he's got a swivel joint in his shoulder. No joint at the elbow, probably because of how thin it gets at that point. And then no wrist joint either. He does have, oh, it looks like he has a waist joint, but he does not have a twistable waist joint. But he does have the swivel joint in his thigh, and then despite it looking like there are joints at his knee and ankle, he does not have knee and ankle joints. However, for these smaller figures that are real thin, it might be best if they don't have joints in those really, really delicate places, if you know what I mean. So, anyway, there's him. Oh, he also comes with this saw blade, which I didn't really show you guys up close. There's nothing too fantastic about it. Attach it to the scissors. Okay, that's super awesome. Is that what I was supposed to do with it? It doesn't show it. Surprisingly enough, it doesn't show, but that I think is super cool that I can attach it to his scissor blade, his half a scissor blade here. Well, one of the scissor blades, because it's a pair of blades that are together with his saw blade. That's a super cool ragdoll tiny wooden puppet marionette thing of a weapon. Does his mouth open? No! Sadly, their mouths do not open. There's no trigger like a little nutcracker. That would have been a little bit awesome, you guys. Just a little bit awesome. Okay, here is Miss Undertaker up close. And she has a twistable joint in her head, 360 degrees on this. It does not tilt. Sadly, her mouth does not open either. Her hat does not come off. It's attached to her head. Then she's got a twistable joint in her shoulder, but not a tilting joint. And what's interesting is it looks like they almost made a bending joint in her knee, but then they couldn't because of the way they did her dress, which is or the skirt part of her dress is a solid piece of plastic here, but it does spin so she can put her feet at different angles. So she does still have the 5 joints in her, which is super fun. And then she comes with this shovel. It's got some pieces of gold plating that are riveted on. That's interesting. And then she comes with this coffin briefcase that I really hope holds like a creepy violin or something. Can I open this? Does this open? Guys. It super sadly does not open. No! I really wanted to see something cool in there. Well, that's disappointing, but she can at least, I believe, hold her shovel here. So she's got her shovel in her briefcase now, which is kind of cool. I really want there to be a spooky violin. Now I gotta go sketch out a spooky violin that she can have. If I make one of those, maybe I'll put it up on Twitter or Instagram to go with these toys. I do a lot of different sketches of toy ideas and different plans and things. I really should start a podcast or something, but who has time for that, right? Anyway, here is Bandit up close. He has a spinning joint in his neck, which is kind of interesting because of the way it tilts with his collar. Well, it's not a collar, I guess it's a bandana that's around his neck. He's got orange instead of red, like Woody. Then he's got this twistable joint in each shoulder, and he does have the twistable joint in his thigh. Again, no knee, ankle, elbow, wrist joints here, and his mouth. This one really looks like it opens, but no, it does not open, which is super disappointing. He has a bear trap here. Maybe it's called something else. I always just called it a bear trap. I've never been hunting, you guys. If you guys know, then this is called something else besides a bear trap, let me know, because I'd be curious to know, and you know, who doesn't love learning, right? But he's also got this really cool pistol that looks like it has one of those fly fishing wheel things on it. Also never been fishing, so I'm so sorry if I'm massacring the technical terms here, you guys. Let me know in the comments. Massacre me, you know? But, I'm gonna... There we go, got his little... Look, and what's great, too, is it looks like this is one of those cork guns, and I don't know if you guys had this back when you were kids, but we had this... We didn't have very many weapon toys, but a friend of mine had this gun, and I always wanted this. It's a little cork gun on a string, and when you click the trigger, it actually made this really loud pop noise and came out of the gun. But then you could reload it because it was on the string, you know? You didn't actually lose the bullet, and then that was that. So it was super awesome. I don't know why I'm having that memory right now, but you know, hey. Ah, cool, cool. So now he can hold his little accessories. And then all 3 of them do stand on their own. I'm a little bit close to the camera here. Sorry, you guys. It's going to be probably a little harder to get them to pose with their accessories, but... Alright. Oh, whoa, look at that. Look how easy that was. I thought that was going to be a straight up disaster. Beautiful. Okay. So here is what they look like out of the box with their accessories. You can take their accessories out and sort of switch them between characters. I think that this head is probably not super switchable, however, because of the way the wooden guy's hands are made. And it's kind of interesting because all of these are actually marionette puppets, so they all might actually be made out of wood. But because of the design of this one, he's got like the little like stick hands like this, is the best way I can describe it. And all his fingers are different lengths, so it's got a very strange pattern to fit in there. It'll be very difficult for any of these characters to hold the skull besides this one. I still think they're really fun though. They have very limited posability and they're little cheapy toys, but I mean, these guys were on sale at Walmart for $2 each. So for $2 each, they were really not bad. They're a decent size. They've got a lot of detail for the figures that they are. Made by Kindly Beast Incorporated. Fat Mojo LLC. I don't know, I think they're fun. I like that this guy's got all these things carved in him. They've got a lot of textural detail, a lot of color detail. They went all out on the hand of this character and his weapon. Oh, I love this so much, his little cape. This spins, actually, because they made it 2 pieces, so that's super fun. Improvement suggestions? I'd love to see a little bit more motion. Even if we didn't get more articulation in them, if we could swap their hats, that would be fun. I would like to be able to open and close this little bear trap here. I'd also like to be able to open her case and see what's in it. You know, does she have some skeleton bone pieces in it, or does she have a violin that's creepy looking, or what is in her case? I want to know. Sit him at the edge of something where his cape isn't in the way. He will sit up. Come on, Bandit. All right. Yeah, you are not gonna get Miss Undertaker to sit because she does not have a joint in the middle of her. So these 2 will sit and all 3 of them will stand, but Miss Undertaker will not be able to sit down on her own. This actually says on the box, this is a piece of cardboard from the box, that it's for ages 14 and up, which is really interesting because these figures don't seem particularly collectible. Now, I am not an expert on collectibles because I love playing with the toys, so I'm a really bad judge to tell you how collectible it is, but it didn't look like something with this kind of packaging that I was like, wow, that looks like something I'd like to keep on a shelf. The swallowing age is after, I don't know, 4 or 5, so I'm not really sure why these are so much older of figures. They're not particularly violent, they're not particularly scantily dressed. I mean, they're a little scary, I guess, but I'm not sure why you couldn't have your child of 7, 8, or 9 who enjoyed the designs and weren't scared of them be able to play with them. All right. Let me know what you guys think of these down in the comments below. If you like what you saw and you're having a good time on this channel, please, please, please hit that subscribe button down below. Feel free to share videos with your friends and family, and then go check out my channel. I've got tons of other toy reviews and other fun things on there for you to check out. So as always, until next time, have a great time playing. Bye.